Hey, RetconRaider here. Today I thought I'd try something a little different. Now, this may not come as much of a surprise to you, but I don't really know what I'm doing. I just started making videos a couple of weeks ago, and I'm still trying to figure a lot of this software out. So today I figured I'd try out some of the game footage recording software I used to make my StarCrawlers overview video. I was going to take the day off anyway so I could play StarCrawlers, but this seemed like a good way to goof off while still doing something at least semi-productive. Now, I don't know if this is something I'll be doing on any sort of regular basis, but I thought it might be fun to give you a better look at how StarCrawlers plays. I'll just be running through the tutorial and having a bit of fun with commentary along the way. The audio is a bit rough, so sorry about that. My recording area is kind of cramped, and I'm not used to trying to play games and record at the same time. Hopefully it's not too bad. So, let's get started, shall we? Proceed. Alright, here we are, in-game. Here we are, boss. Terminus 9, hub for the sector. Maybe it's nicer inside than it looks from out here. Guess we'll find out together. Let's dock. Say, that would be Luna, my pilot. Word is the bartender runs the wire here. He's the one you should talk to about getting some jobs. Plenty of creds to be made if we get on his good side. Time for a drink, then. Alright, it's just kicked me into the character creation screen. As I said in my first overview video, this is pretty straightforward. There are 7 classes to choose from, and you'll unlock an 8th class as part of the story pretty early on. Now, in my current main game, I'm playing the Smuggler, who I've been enjoying. I mean, it's pretty fitting, RetconRaider, Smuggler. But since I've been talking about Lovecraft a lot lately, I think this time I'm going to try the Void Psyker. Void Psykers channel powerful and destructive psionics to obliterate their enemies. Tapping into these powers does come with a few side effects, making them an unstable ally. Yeah, I think that sounds good. I'll just, because I suck at video games, I think I'll just leave that at standard. Sorry. So let's see, backstory. For my childhood, I can be a weirdo, a rich weirdo, or a cursed child. I see they're really mixing it up here. A weirdo. All the kids raised in the slums of the core worlds are weird. You were the weirdest, and the lights and half-seen phantoms that sometimes manifested around you didn't help convince people otherwise. Intriguing. Rich weirdo. The family fortune sheltered you, but no doctor could cure the strange fits. In a dark alley, a wizened crone fixed you with a dead eye and whispered a word that chilled your blood. Psyker. And cursed child. Bandits broke into the shack on the outskirts of Ibris to find you alone. When your parents returned, they couldn't explain the corpses ringing your crib or the horrified expression etched onto their faces. Well, I kind of love that one. Okay, cursed child. Think that is it, hands down. Oh, and I guess that gives me fringe culture, as opposed to formal education or street code. Sure, why not? Adulthood, Rogue Psyker, Chimera Test Subject, or Nobody. Rogue Psyker, you felt the Chimera soldiers long before they showed up in Ibris. You were ready for them. Violet light poured from your eyes and pierced their very souls. More would come. It was time to flee. It's minus 30 rep with Chimera and plus 5% damage. I do like the idea of doing more damage, but that seems like a pretty trivial bonus. Chimera Test Subject. The Chimera doctors weren't the vile shadow men you saw in your dreams. They were kind and sympathetic. They ran tests and asked questions, but eventually they let you go in the fringe. Plus 10% accuracy does sound like a pretty good bonus. After all, the damage isn't going to matter if I don't hit. And maybe I'll work with Chimera this time. My Smuggler's kind of butting heads with them at the moment. And Nobody, you awoke to find Ibris deserted, at least you think so. Fleeting shadows danced at the edges of your vision, but they soon faded. One dark figure remained. As it fled towards the fringe, you followed. Gain nothing. Well, that is intriguing, but I think I'll go with Chimera Test Subject. Give those guys a break. They get a bad rap, you know, just because they're a big, evil corporation that hurts people on a regular basis, and so on. Alright, now I could be a Seeker, a Lunatic, or a Dark Wanderer. Well, I think I'm already leaning towards Lunatic there without even reading it, but let's give them all a fair shot. Seeker. The voices generally maintain an appropriate background volume level now. Living on the fringe has afforded time and solitude to learn a measure of control, but something in the stars still calls to you. Gain 100 credits. I've got to say, I haven't played this game a lot yet, but even I know 100 credits is basically nothing. So, Lunatic. They say you can't move things with your mind, but you can. They say the writhing tentacles are just in their brain. But no, you put the tentacles in their brains. They will see. They all will see. Well, that's okay, that's definitely the front runner. I don't even care what it does, but plus 5% crit, plus 5% damage. Okay. I mean, the damage bonus, again, not a big deal, but the crit could be nice, though that minus 10% health could be something I'd end up regretting. And Dark Wanderer. Racked with fever for an eternity you almost cracked. At last, a terrible truth was revealed to you. Made self-evident in suffering, you saw what lies beyond. Now you go to spread word of its coming. Gain a rare accessory. I'm curious what that accessory might be, but I haven't really seen any good accessories so far in my main game, so I think I'll take my chances with Lunatic. Alright, so Cursed Child, Chimera Test Subject, Lunatic. Let's go. Welcome to Styx. Alright, here we are at the space station. Just a quick tour. We got the weapon shop here, inaccessible at the moment. We've got the black market down here, inaccessible at the moment. We've got Mystery Door, have no idea what that is. And the clinic over here, where you can buy medical supplies and treat your wounded. And the communications hub there, where you can contact the corporations that hate you. And then Doc Sam's Saloon. So I'll pop into Doc Sam's. The haggard-looking bartender is working the bar, his mech arm continuing to wipe down the pitted counter as he sizes you up. Evening, haven't seen you here before, so welcome to Station Terminus 9, jewel of the sector. Locals call her Styx for short. What's your poison? And you can see that it's given me the option for a character-specific dialogue. See, the shadows gather. I must enter the maelstrom. You will aid on this dire path. I have sensed it. He frowns. Gods, another barmy psyker. That makes 3 this cycle. We take all sorts here, but mind you keep the babblin' and manifesting to a minimum, yeah? Folks get antsy when you lot start sprouting tendrils. Apparently I have chosen the correct class. Taking a long drag from his cigar, Doc stares at you evenly. Trouble is, I'm not hiring janitors at the moment. I sense sarcasm. Just funnin' with you. It's not every cycle I get a new crawler. He leans forward on the creaking bar. Trouble is, my wire terminal is on the fritz. I can't get you any work until it's fixed. Maybe you could do me a favor and grab some spare parts from the basement. Say, I can do that. What's the wire? Wait, is this some kind of tutorial? Are you tutorialing me? Well, yes, now that you mention it, but I do need the parts. Actually, hold up and listen, punk. He crosses his arms and regards you evenly. Lesson 1 of crawling. Don't be too quick to turn down a paying job. It's not all high-stakes heists. Sometimes you gotta make do with what's on offer, even if it's pilfering a shipload of stuffed space monkey bears. Yeah, I'm probably not going to accept that job, but who knows. Okay, well, this is the tutorial, and it is what I am planning to do a run-through of, so fair enough, let's do it. Waves you off and turns to deal with a surly customer, calling to you over his shoulder as he goes. Thanks much, I'll stick it on the job board. Check it out, and then head on down to the basement whenever. Watch out for Sudsy. Alright, so let's go ahead and... Can I hire a new crawler? No, I have a bank account of 0. So it would be nice to bring another crawler along, but you can see it costs 150 to get my first teammate. See, even if I had gotten that 100 bonus credits, it wouldn't have been able to do anything. I can't get into the gun shop until I do the tutorial, and you can't hire someone for 100 credits, so it's basically a nothing bonus. Alright. Nope, let's just head on the job then. Before you learn to crawl. A nice Firefly reference there. See, Doc Sam wants you to head down to the Styx basement and look for a replacement part to fix his wire terminal. Once the wire's active, he may be able to find you some paying work. Accept. And team selection, obviously I will be going on it alone. Sharpening victory, reticulating feelings, hurting release schedule, activating holocrons. Very busy loading bar. Movement. Use WASD to move and turn. Strafe with Q and E. Activate your flashlight with the F key. Customize hotkeys in the escape menu. Got it. Dismiss. Now, the free look mode is a little floaty. You can adjust it in the options, but I found that you get used to it pretty quickly. Oh, right. I guess I should assign some ability points here. Let's see. C button to bring up my character screen. Abilities. What have I got here? Manipulator. The void is terrifying and you teeter on the edge of insanity. Capitalize on this by pouring it into the minds of your foes. You can sometimes manipulate the think meats of humans when you're not gibbering incoherently. Well, that does sound charming. Evoker. The best way to purge yourself of the evil gnawing at your soul is to channel it directly into people you dislike. Well, I can't argue with that either. And exploration bonus is question mark exclamation point. I think they call that an interrobang, so my exploration bonus is about 2.5 interrobangs. Summoner. Become a conduit for the void and allow some of it to slip through into this reality. What could possibly go wrong? Ah. And another 2.5 interrobangs there. You know what, this is a brand new character and I have no idea what I'm doing, so I think I'll... What do I have here? Drain. Okay, that is a shield destroyer. And Shadow Bolt is a void energy creator. And Shadow Coil does some pretty weak damage. Also generates void energy. I think I'll go with the safe choice here and stick with Shadow Bolt for now, though I may spread into Manipulator or Summoner a bit later down the line. Yeah, that's good. So 3 points into that to max it out immediately. That means that my next level up I can start taking Ignite or Chaotic Gathering. Chaotic Gathering's a big passive boost to the void energy I make. And Ignite's another shield destroyer, it looks like. Yeah. So those are very similar moves. This one generates energy. This one costs energy. I'll have to take a look at those later. And my starting equipment is going to be garbage. The Umbrous Blade. The surface flickers with insidious energies. Drain Psyker's plating. Clever remark about the quality of the armor. Very, very good, writers. Flickering Shield is barely hanging in there, and Lucky Charm. Does this even do anything? I'm going to guess no. Okay, so let's get in here. There's a locked door ahead of me. There's a shiny box, a Shinoleum lunchbox on that bench. And sparking panel, I don't think that's anything. No. Let's grab that Shinoleum lunchbox. You could auction this item at the black market. Valuables can be found exploring. Search for secret caches. Thanks, Shinoleum lunchbox, who I assume told me that. And, oh, yes, since I have already... Turn on my flashlight there. Since I've already played this tutorial with my smuggler, I know there's a secret door behind this panel. Now, usually a lot of these rooms are lined with featureless panels in slightly different configurations, but when you see one with a symbol on it like that, that usually means... secret! Yeah. I'll just pop on in here and grab my first med kit, which I'll probably need since I have that minus 10% health debuff. Locked door. Interactions. Many objects are interactive. Look at an object and click when the object is in range. Thanks, locked door. Somebody has securely locked this door. You'll need to find the manual override if you want to get it open. Try searching the room for an obvious switch. Okay. Well, I see there's... Oh, yep, obvious switch. So, there we go, and... Alright. So, nice, convenient room design, the door switch being on the complete opposite side of the room. As the door grinds open, a small hooded figure darts through and past you towards the exit door. It pauses and cautiously turns to study you. It appears to be a small child, probably a station urchin. Underneath the tatters of a filthy cloak, you see the glint of something shiny. Now with my smuggler, I was able to talk the kid down, and he gave me that shiny object, which turned out to be a music box I could sell. I say I can leave him alone, order the urchin to hold still, call it I mean no harm, and frighten the child with nightmarish visions of the void. Well, alright then. That's, yeah, okay, why not? Ooh, you lash out with your thoughts to frighten the urchin, but are immediately overcome with sickening nausea as something much stronger pushes back. Doubled over in agony, you see the child watching calmly before turning and stepping into the shadows. As the child vanishes, your nausea fades. Ouch. Well, okay. Thanks. Who would that be? An elder god of some sort? Let's see here. So, oop, hey, look at that. Perfectly good cred stick lying on the ground. It's mine now. Beams of deadly laser energy are projected in front of you, barring your path. Traps won't usually block movement, but touching them stings a little. Look for a way to disable these beams. Stings a little, huh? Okay, well, I'm not going to walk through that, so I'll head for the stubborn door. Each class has abilities that will aid the team both in combat and exploring. When you gain a level, you will also gain 1 ability point. Assign ability points are in the character menu. Got it. Thanks, stubborn door. This door isn't locked, but stubbornly refuses to open. Using your unique talents, you should be able to convince it to open. I've already assigned my ability points, so Evoker, Void Psyker 3. Blast the door with the power of the void. Yes. That was easy. In this little room, I remember this part from my smuggler tutorial. Pop open the suspicious panel, turn off my flashlight. Say, panels like this one provide access to local security systems. If you can hack the interface, you can disarm nearby security. And manually hack the interface. You fumble with the interface, but are surprised to find it isn't that complex. The security has been disabled. Witness the power of the void. Okay. Bit over the top there, but what the hell? Got a head full of squirming void beasts. And, oh, hi there. This would be, you've entered combat mode with the enemy. The turn order of combat is shown on the timeline above. The active character is in the top left. On your turn, click and hold on a target to see the ability wheel. Release over an ability to activate it. Right? Time units. Abilities have different time unit costs to activate. Fast abilities cost fewer time limits. Slow abilities cost more time units, but hit harder. The time unit arrow shows where you will move in the timeline if the ability is used. Alright, got it. Let's go. I have a void energy counter. My smuggler definitely doesn't have that. Void energy fuels your dark powers. Gaining void energy has a risk of overloading. If you overload, you vent all void energy explosively. I will keep that in mind. There I am up in the corner. You can see my shield pips, my health. And there's Sudsy, the guy that the bartender warned me about. Let's see here. Level 1, 31 health. And... ooh. I love this. Classification, cleaning drone, manufacturer, Talry Hobbs. Sudsy is the most powerful cleaning drone this side of the Harks-Brozon divide. Featuring dual rotary brushes and barely street-legal spray and mop action, he is rightfully feared as the meanest cleaning machine around. Show him no mercy, for he shall show you none. I have to say, the fact that they included monster descriptions is something I love. You don't see that in a lot of games anymore. Alright, so my smuggler took this guy out in about one shot, but I don't think I can do that with... yeah, Shadow Bolt. My Umbrous Blade is just not powerful enough. So let's gently bop this guy. Yeah, it did about half his health. Gained me some void points. Ooh, this didn't happen in my previous playthrough. Status effect. You've just been hit with a status effect. Both positive and negative status effects are displayed on a character's battle icon. At the top of the screen, click on a battle icon for more details. Try it out now. Will do, Sudsy. Thanks. Oh, yes, I see there's a little plus next to my name now. And I am Sparkles. My status effect is Sparkles. Thoroughly scrubbed by Sudsy. Thanks, robot. Or Sudsy. You know, I almost feel bad killing you. It doesn't seem like you really want to hurt me, though that did do 1 health damage, I guess. Sorry, buddy. Victory. Alright. So the lethal janitorial robot dispatched. I continue my quest for whatever in this crate, I guess. Loot. You found the module and some loot. Right-click items in the loot screen or click Take All to grab the loot. To equip gear you find, use character menu loadout. Thanks, Secure Crate. Let's see here. That's the stuff I already have. Flimsy Scimitar. Uncommon light melee weapon. Well, it may be flimsy, but it is certainly better than my starting blade, so let's just hop into my loadout here and immediately equip that thing. Okay. I don't see anything else, so let's get back out of here. I think it's time to take this thing to the bartender. More quick parting glance, nothing, okay. Alright, exit door. Your mission is complete. Fetched the wire doodad. Oh good, I'm glad it was such a mission of grave import. Are you sure you want to return to Styx? Yes, please. I swear to God, if he throws this thing in the garbage when I give it to him. Mission complete. Doc Sam can now fix his wire connection and find you jobs. You should head back to the saloon to deliver it. Bonus, locate a secret cache. Alright, 10 whole credits. I can hire like 1/15 of a cyber ninja with that. Now this guy I remember. Drawl, that's the guy who runs the black market. I see I've got a unique dialogue option. I don't want to buy a space rock, Mr. Goggles. My home is in the rim and the rim is in my head, okay? Alright, well, I'm guessing no matter what I choose to respond to him with, he's going to give me the same spiel he gave my smuggler, which is... Yeah, I'll just skip through this. Basically, he is the proprietor of the local black market. He is teaching me that I can collect Eon cubes on jobs, which I can trade in for rare items. Say, pretty basic. Listening. What is it? Why are you collecting them? Why are you trading them? Alright, I'll keep an eye out for your stupid Eon cubes. Leave me alone. Alright, and now I have access to the various businesses. But, for the sake of brevity, I will visit Doc Sam. Doc glances up as you enter. Hey there, Bizarro. Looks like Sudsy was no obstacle, and you return victorious, wire parts in hand. You do something different with your armor. It's sparkling. Sudsy's soul sparkles in the ether now. Ha! Just my way of having a bit of fun with the newbies. No hard feelings, eh? Don't worry about Sudsy. Gives our engineer Tallery something to fix. You should head to her store if you're looking to gear up. He grabs the spare parts and turns to his wire terminal. Up and running shortly. In the meantime, Tallery has just posted a local job. Check the job board in a minute. Tell me about the station. Well, not much to tell is to interest you. We're Station Terminus 9, or Styx if you're local. As the name implies, we're the ass end of nowhere, so you'll be getting most of your supplies on station, excepting what you can acquire on runs. Which will be quite a bit, trust you me. Anyone I should meet? Tallery Hobbs is the station engineer and runs the general store. She's a mite short, but a whiz when it comes to fixing up anything with mechanical parts. She also brings in a steady supply of weapons and armor from off-station, and sells them at a decent price, so go to see her if your gear gets dicey. Anyone else? Lucas Filch runs our med bay, so head there if you need patching up. He also sells med kits that can save your bacon in the field. Plus chems, if you're into that kind of thing. Yeah, pass on that. Anything else? Yar, new fella arrived a few cycles ago and set up shop in the space below. Not sure what he's purveying, but he's been getting shipments of unmarked crates pretty regular. Have to investigate that one yourself. This guy just said yar. He is... Okay. Yeah, his voice is Space Pirate. That is a Space Pirate. Anything else? That's about all I know that might interest you. I'm hoping to get a few new amenities in the future, but we can talk more about that later. Thanks, Space Pirate. Talk to you later. Alright, I think that brings us to a pretty good stopping point. I think, yes. The only job I can go on at the moment is the one that Tallery Hobbs has for me, which is the second basic tutorial mission. So for now we'll stop. Alright, that's it, the tutorial for StarCrawlers. Hopefully you found it somewhat entertaining, or at least mildly informative. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm not sure if this is the sort of thing that I'll be doing much of in the future, but I wanted to try it out at least once. Let me know what you think. I don't plan on stopping with my scripted videos because I do like digging into the guts of gaming products that aren't out yet. But would you like to see me put out the occasional Let's Play video as well? Leave your comments and suggestions below, and I promise I'll be sure to take them all into consideration. But until next time, this is RetconRaider signing off. Thanks for listening. Oh, and don't forget, while I do love talking about and playing StarCrawlers, you can find out more about the game on the official websites. Links are in the description.